How's it going? How's life? We've just discussed this, but the camera wasn't on, so... How's life? How's stuff? How's tour?
It's good, man. We just did our entire European run, which is super fun. Got to go to a lot of countries that we haven't been. And see some crowd reactions that we didn't expect, but all in a good way. I mean, like, honestly, I don't think I would have expected to have such an intense reception in Germany, but those kids are so cool. And this is our second time in the UK, but we're super happy to be back.
Last time you were with Funeral for a Friend. How was your first sort of? Now you're veterans of UK touring. Now you've got a second round. How are you finding the crowds reacting to? Like you said in Europe, they're doing great. How's the UK touring so far?
Awesome. I mean, that's kind of why we toured the UK first. It just seems like UK kids at the moment are more hungry for rock music than anywhere else that we've gotten to visit. I mean, even last night when we went to that, what's it called, Satan's Hollow Club, and they're playing rock music, and like back at home they never do that. So it was cool. But the reaction here has been awesome, especially because we're with our buddies Let Live, and when you go out with a band like that, and you know how they perform live, you always kind of like try and play your best and make sure that you keep the audience entertained, and they seem to have been really, really cool about everything.
It must be good to tour with friends as well. You know, you said you're with Let Live. It must be good to tour with your friends.
Yeah.
Not just be sort of out there. You know, either on your own or with people you don't know. So.
No, totally. They every single person in that band is unbelievably cool. Just as a person, as a musician, as an artist, however you want to view them or however you know them. They're really cool and they're really genuine dudes, and so it's one thing to tour and you get to play cool cities, you get to play the music that you love, but to get to do it with not only friends but super talented musicians that you enjoy watching night to night, rather than like sometimes you tour and you have to kind of sit through sets and just count the hours because I mean everybody's different, especially in an artistic world, but when you get to play with somebody like Let Live and the American scene who's on this absolutely awesome band and also awesome dudes, it just makes the experience that much better.
Okay, when you were out with Funeral for a Friend, you only had your first EP out then?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did it as a free download, which is awesome. Because,
thank you.
Yeah, do you think that like helps build your fan base?
Yeah, I think it did. We actually, I mean, just to clarify, we did the beginning show with Funeral for a Friend, and then we went out with Flood of Red, which is also awesome band. But you know, we'd worked really hard to get the music together, and we've been playing forever. And the last thing we wanted to do was have our first impression be kind of blown, because I mean, honestly, the way that people buy music now, not a lot of people are willing to spend $4 to hear a band they've never heard before, you know? So we were just happy that we were able to put it up for free and get such a positive reception with that too, because it was our first release. So, I mean, we're kind of testing the waters, and we were pretty curious as to how people would take it, and it seemed to go over really well.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Thank you.
And your debut album came out earlier this year. It's been like absolutely lauded by the press. How is it hearing such a positive response to your first full length?
Awesome. We've been writing for so long and putting things together for so long that it's kind of a huge relief. I mean, it's what we've wanted, and that was the hardest part. The reception is an afterthought, you know, like at least we don't write an album thinking, okay, we're doing this so critics will like it. If anything, a lot of the steps that we took for this album, we were warned critics aren't gonna like it, like making a 15-song record and having it be as long as it is, just even time-wise. But we really didn't care, because that's just what we like doing, and we've had so many friends in bands that have been too worried about what their fans would say, too worried about what their critics would say, and they just ended up writing some shit, you know, mind using the language. So we kind of really just tried to do what we love and what we've admired in artists our whole career. And it's awesome people are liking it.
Yeah, and what you say, like what the fans said, what have your fans said to it? How have they responded?
I think on first listen they were like, damn, this is a lot of music. But that's what we wanted. I mean, I know I've said this a couple times before, but we've always been into records that took time to fully digest and get what's going on. And in some ways, it almost seems like an insult if somebody can listen to your year, 2 year, 3 year work and get it all in one listen, you know? Like you listen to this thing start to finish and you're like, yeah, that's solid. I feel like that kind of sucks, you know? You want to give somebody something to think about, you know? Like a good film that once it's all over and you've gotten the twist and everything else, you sit there and you just keep running the plot through your head. So that was kind of the goal with this. And the fact that our fans have been getting that is cool. Because that's another thing too, we're a new band, so, I mean, our fans have only been around for like a year, so they could easily just be over it, you know? But they seem to have been really cool about all of our decisions and couldn't have asked for more, you know?
Now, you know, you sound like you've got a pretty free creative process. You're always creating, you're always looking to make something new, and it must be, it's a little early to start talking about recording the two, but what are you guys up to next? What's the plan now going forward?
Well, we want to tour as much as possible, but with touring you have to make smart decisions career-wise, and we really do want to tour with bands that we believe in, and thus far we've been pretty lucky with that. We've gotten to tour with Wilson, Harvard, My Ticket Home, just awesome bands, Let Live, and so it's really been a pleasure for us. Flood of Red, I can't forget them, and we kind of want to keep that going, and that's why we're pretty excited to go out and do our next run with Harvard and A Lot Like Birds and My Iron Lung. But aside from that, literally the second we get home, we're writing. We already started our second album, so it's funny you said it, but not in the sense of like, we're not trying to get it out anytime soon, but our process has always been to just continue and reshape what we're doing and kind of update it, because whatever you may have thought was cool in 2010, by the time your CD release comes around, for us, it's 13, like your tastes change, your influences change, so you kind of want to update your material. So we're trying to lay the groundwork for the second one, and that's what we do on tour alongside what we're doing at home, is thinking about that.